Now, Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyers will later today begin her defence in New York. The prosecution rested their case earlier this week. Now, due to the notoriety of this case, the defence has requested that witnesses are able to testify anonymously.
The 59-year-old socialite is on trial for her alleged involvement in Jeffrey Epstein's sexual abuse of teen girls. She was arrested at a luxury New Hampshire estate in July 2020, and Maxwell maintains that she is innocent and denies any wrongdoing. Well, Nigel Cawthorne, author of Ghislaine Maxwell, The Fall of the World's Most Notorious Socialite, joins us now. Thank you very, very much. Nigel, legal teams have asked the judges, obviously, to allow the witnesses to testify anonymously. What do you make of that?
Well, this is very strange, very unusual, because normally witnesses are granted anonymity if they're underage or in sexual abuse cases, if they are the alleged sufferer. So this is very rare. Apparently, there are various people who don't want their name associated with Ghislaine Maxwell because of her notoriety now, which begs the question, what good can they be to the defence?
And what is the defence going to be? What are they going to say or expected to say, in your view, about why Ghislaine Maxwell is not guilty of the crimes she's accused of?
Well, the judge has already allowed them to bring in a woman called Elizabeth Loftus, who is an expert on false memory syndrome. She even appeared in the O.J. Simpson trial. We'll remember how that turned out. So they will be seeking to undermine the credibility of the prosecution witnesses, pointing out that the alleged offences happened between 1994 and 2004, so it's a long time ago. Also, there's a suggestion that they're going to call some of the accusers' lawyers and ask them about their financial motives. Obviously, this is a criminal trial, so none of the accusers will benefit financially from this case as it is. And it's a bit rich. When it's already come out in testimony, these girls got between $2 and $3 million each from the Epstein estate. But it also came out that Ghislaine Maxwell had $30 million from Epstein. So it's worse than a pot calling the kettle black, isn't it?
And you've written, of course, on Ghislaine Maxwell and indeed on the fall of the world's most notorious socialite, as your book's called. Tell us what you think the future is for Ghislaine, whether she's found guilty or not guilty. Of course, if she's found guilty, she will be facing a prison sentence, won't she? But what's her future if she's not found guilty? Because I suspect she won't want to be in the public eye ever again.
Well, that is true, but you must remember that there's a separate trial coming up next year over a matter of, in some ways, more serious matter of perjury. So she's not going to escape that easily.
OK, all right. I mean, yes, I suppose so. It's an interesting one, isn't it? How long are we expecting the defence to go for? Because I understand that the prosecution was expected to be a lot longer than it actually was, wasn't it?
Indeed, and now they're talking, although they've got 35 witnesses for the defence lined up, apparently not all of those are going to testify. They're only talking about 4 or 5 days for the defence now, which is going to make it very difficult for the court, because if they wrap up in the middle of next week, then the jury don't have much time to consider their verdict because of Christmas coming.
Just quickly, sorry, for some of our viewers there, just run us through this perjury trial again, because I think it's been lost a bit, hasn't it, actually, in all of this?
Yes, there was when Virginia Roberts Gouffre first came out and made allegations along the same nature that we have in this trial, Ghislaine Maxwell called her a liar. So Virginia sued her, and in the depositions to the court, well, Ghislaine's actually settled the case, but the allegation now is that in the depositions that Maxwell made in that trial, she committed perjury, she lied.
Okay, well, we'll wait and see what happens, of course, and we hope to have you back very shortly as well to give us further updates on how the rest of the trial pans out. Nigel Cawthorne there, author of Ghislaine Maxwell, The Fall of the World's Most Notorious Socialite, and of course has been following the trial very closely.
To the point, go-to Ghislaine Maxwell expert, isn't it?
Yeah,
We've cornered the market.
So he should be.